So yeah, here we are. This is the first section of rock you're going to come to at Fern Buttress, and it's got a couple of classics. One of them being this one. It's called Ron Cock Gets a Perm, and the reason it's called that is it's kind of when the advent. This route was done by Air Course when the kind of the advent of sport climbing came about, and a famous climber, Yosemite climber, changed his approach to it and started sport climbing. So funny name, great route. It's about 11D, 12A, two versions at the top. There's a crux that goes straight up the arete up there, or you can bail around the left side. Both of them completely legit. Good route. Highly recommended. This is another good one to do. It's kind of short, but it's good and steep. It's a good warm-up. 11A, mega jug. It follows the line of jugs, obviously, up there. Good one to get you going on here at Fern. Over here, kind of hidden amongst the rhodos and the hemlocks, we've got really a couple of great routes. A 511 plus called Teleconnections, and a 12A called Power Talk, and an 11C bold Eddie Bagoon trad route called Dixie Chicken. Don't know why he called it that. Here's another must-hit crack climb at Fern Buttress. It's called Spider Walk. Follows this seam up underneath that roof. Little business at the top, so be ready. Here we are at a really cool feature at Fern Buttress. It's called the Monolith Cave, named after the original crack line that went out the middle that actually never got free climbed. But there's a couple of great hard sport climbs here. My stinking brain takes the left line. It's all equipped with nice new camoed, painted stainless steel chains and beaners. 13A, a must hit on your visit to the new. To the right is Young Strong Stevens. New Beginnings, 13 plus, goes out the middle of the biggest part of the roof. Good routes, come check them out. Hey, this is the, I think if I'm remembering correctly, this is the namesake of Fern Buttress. This buttress that sticks out is the really prominent one you can see when you're going across the big bridge and you're going towards Summersville and you look to your right. It's the big buttress out to the right, and this is got some really classics on it. One of the all-time New River Gorge sandbags, preservation of the wildlife. Nobody really knows how hard that one is. To the right, though, is a must-hit called Two Bag Face. Starts around the right side, ends right up there at the top. It's a really long classic, 510A pitch. Really good one. A little spicy, but super fun. Really prominent location, looking at the bridge and the gorge. Must hit. Above me here, two of the best. Boom. Emphasizing my point I'm going to make. These two sport climbs, welcome to conditioning on the right, just send it on the left. 13As, amazing routes, hard sport climbing, classic, beautiful rock, some of the best stone you're going to find anywhere. There's a direct finish that our boy Mike Williams sent called the Shampoo Variation. Goes straight up the scoop up there, bold, run out, classic. Hard, anybody traveling here, one spot not to miss. Stays dry in the rain for the most part, good spot to hit. Hey, here's another one you must hit. 11A sport climb called Wild Seed. Goes up the corner, through the roofs, pumpy, classic, really good one. Don't miss it. Here we are. Two more Fern Buttress classics, a little more on the slabbier technical side. Fragile Ego system on the right here, 10A, 10B, kind of stout for the grade, very technical, good route though. On the left, a route my brother actually did called Arbor Day, because he named it because there was a tree here at the base that he refused to cut down, and so he just took a piece of rope and tied it back. Beautiful, sent the climb. Set an example. What happened? Somebody came and cut the tree down. The route's named Arbor Day. Come on. Anyway, as you can see, our resilient nature tree growing back, coming back. So it'll return to its former state. Here I am, Kenny, again, amongst the rhodos. I'm kind of getting a little obscure on you here, but trust me on this one. This is worth it. This is an overlooked classic at Fern Buttress. It's called the Brawn Wall. Put up by a guy from Ohio, Chick Holtkamp, used to climb here a lot, did some classic routes. Guy had a good eye for a line. This thing, 12A, It's been rebolted. There used to be some pins that went out there. It's got bolts now, so it's well protected at the start. So you come out this overhanging corner, do this traverse out onto this wall, and there's this hanging crack up there, 10 plus treat you get at the end. Got anchors on it, beautiful route, don't miss, Fern Buttress Classic, trust me on this one. Another really good one, Baptism by Fire, 510, overlooked Fern Buttress Classic, goes up the obvious flake corner, fun stuff, come check it out. So here's an all-time Doug Reed classic, sandbag too, trust me. You can see the first few bolts going up, kind of jogs left. It's action-packed, there's a lot more that you can't see up there. Be fired up for this one, but it's a 12B-ish, not to be missed. Thieves in the Temple, just so you know. You can put it on your list. Here we are, still at Fern Buttress. It's a big cliff. The new gets labeled sometimes as a sport climbing area, and I take offense to that because there are routes here, like this one, Portly Gentleman's Route, put up in the 80s, right? Beautiful 511 start up underneath that top roof. I think there's some fixed gear there. It's a great rainy day variation. And then it kicks in. You got to pull the roof. Vicious finger crack section above the roof. Mike Kehoe, Alex Carr, those guys sniffed out the best roof cracks and roofs, and they really did do some classics here, and this is one of them. And so this one was originally given 11D by these guys, so kind of a sign of the times there, but we know it's harder than that. So, all right, and just to the right of Portly Gentleman's Routes, another one, maybe some of you will never have any interest in climbing it, but from a new River Gorge rock climbing historical view, I got to point it out. Sorry, I'm a history buff. So this line is called Sun Viking. It was put up by a guy named Phil Heller. The guy did the boldest routes at the new, without question. Good climber, good guy. He bouldered this out, did the whole thing on lead. I guess I'm kind of following up on this is not just a sport climbing area. Bold guy, did it, walked up to the cliff, climbed it. It's got about 3 pieces of gear on the whole thing. 11 plus, thin edges, really good. People have decked off this thing. You shouldn't do that, but check it out. If you're really fit, strong, bold, not to be missed. Really good one. Good piece of history too. Here we are, Orchard Wall. For your 510 crack climbers, this is probably one of 2 to 3 must-hit spots in the New River Gorge. The only place that really rivals this is, Endless Wall, Diamond Point, or Beauty Mountain, Burning Buttress for the quantity of classic 510s. To our left over here, far left one is called Bisect. Really good, short, stout one. Next one over is called Anal Clenching Adventures. Really good one, a little slabby, technical. The Burley Fest there is Triple Treat. You can't really maybe not get a good look at that, but it goes up this wider crack. And then the classic Springboard, plumb line, straight up. Another great 510. And there's a lot of overlooked ones to the right over here, some harder ones, the Mighty Stoat. My favorite, Shiny Faces over there on the far right. It's steep and stout. All these things are set up real nice. Orchard Wall, put it on the list. Hey, and at the far right end of the Orchard Wall, there's a 5.8 classic long pitch called Hysteria. Starts out here, a little technical at the start. Then there's this beautiful long climb. It's about 100 plus feet. Great spot, view at the top of the river. Good one, 5.8. We do have good moderates here. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Yosemite's classic Separate Reality, 11 plus roof crack. Well, this is our version of that. It's called Optical Illusion. Mike Arts did it. Goes out this huge roof crack, good gear, vicious lip encounter there. For any of you burly crack climbers, put it on your list. All right, this is where we're going to stop today. Fern Buttress is a long cliff, but this is a good stopping point because this is called Ritz Cracker. It's a great 5.8 crack. Goes up, you actually have a 5.9 corner section up high. A lot of people do as a second pitch. There's a left-hand crack variation called Goofer's Retreat. Really good classic stuff. Wall also has 2 real nice 511s. Bill and Ken's Excellent Adventure and Nervous Bachelor over there to the left. This one, great crack climb, one to hit, put it on your list.